So far, Phil Locke has been knocked out, meaning he leaves with 0 points. However, for Sorel Mizzi, he is in a commanding lead with nearly 700,000 chips. Before the break, Jonathan Duhamel made a leap up the leaderboard. But for the rest, there isn't much between them. Vanessa Selbst, however, looks like she is struggling at the bottom. She really needs a good result today, as she is currently in the elimination zone with just 1 point after playing 1 heat. Dan Shack is also in the elimination zone after 1 heat and will also be looking to advance out of the danger zone. So far, we haven't seen much from last season's winner. It might be time for him to get into the mix.
There we go, Dan. Things are going a little better. He's ready to gamble it up on the 9-7.
Yeah. 4 players.
Yeah. 6 points extra. Playing so well, that one big blind stack.
Wow. So he has the best hand, but will he win the spot?
Already at 4-8.
Gross has 2 overs and spades, so he's definitely going to bet at least once.
And do you see bet here if you're Coleman?
Crazy.
I think he will. I mean, it's a pretty nothing board. It's very unlikely anyone has a deuce, and so if you're also in a spot where sometimes in 4-way pots like this, maybe the person who's to your immediate left may or may not fold if just because there's 2 people behind them left to act.
I mean, it feels like when Jeff Gross calls there that, you know, there's people 7 states away who know he has a flush draw.
I mean, his range is strong. His range is probably like 7s plus or spades.
Let's say we're playing the Olympics.
Coleman's a little bit unpredictable and definitely willing to try things. So Coleman might barrel, but he probably won't. It really does depend on the turn card, I think. There might be a few turn cards he might try. Like he might try on a king, for example. Although that would actually be a good card for Jeff. Oh, let's see.
Psychic.
Like people will start saying that, oh boy, like we
well said.
45,000.
All right, no, now it's psychic. Before, you know, the king, that was just lucky.
Oh, I see you differentiate, you know.
6 years old.
Between lucky and good.
And they told him to take a couple years old.
But so the play for Jeff is just a flat though, still, because why would you raise? I mean,
there's no reason to raise. It's a spot where he's either way ahead or way behind, and he still has a draw. So here's the thing. It's very interesting. Is that usually in these spots with normal bet sizing, you would think like flush draws are going to fold on the turn. So he could have been setting that small bet up in order to barrel the river, because he bet so small. But now with this spade coming.
He's going to be done.
The spade coming, I don't think he could be sure that Gross would have folded the spade. So Coleman could have been setting it up in order to barrel non-spades, which is an unorthodox and interesting play.
Check.
Wow.
Wow, really?
I have it, but
let's see this look on people's faces.
Look at Jason Kuhn. He went full furrow.
you want to see my card? What's he going to call it?
I feel bad to say this, but that is very bad play. I mean, you have to value bet there.
In case Coleman has ace king. I mean,
yeah, ace king, queens. I mean, you're just not beat often enough. You know, it's sort of like almost it doesn't matter. You just have the best hand way too often. I mean, you just bet if you get check raised at that point. You just figure it out. Then you probably don't fold.
I mean, did you make a bad fold because I had the one.